here right before the Millrose Games. We're here with Vashti Cunningham, who's competing in the high jump. And I love how during the press conference you talked about how you just want to inspire the young generation. What kind of keeps you fueling to do that, just knowing how successful you have been over the last few years, and just kind of what are those things that you're working on just moving into the rest of this indoor season?
What really fuels me to keep going in that regard of wanting to inspire the young girls is just my faith in God and knowing why He put me here. It's so much bigger than to serve myself and to have accolades and rewards. It's really just to reach as many people as I can for His glory. And so that's the one thing that fuels me. And
just how you want to just continue inspiring the young generation, just how are you using your goals for the remainder of this year to just continue to do that?
I mean, the goals that I set for myself are very high goals. You know what I'm saying? I want to be Olympic champion, world champion, world record holder at some point. And I feel like if I have the right intentions and I keep working hard, then I can continue to keep inspiring people. That's not just for myself.
You're one of the few athletes that we have seen that has been so dominant at the high school level and continued on being as a professional athlete. What would you say has been the biggest lesson that you've learned in your career? Because you've gone through it all. So what has been that biggest thing for you that you've learned about yourself?
I think the biggest thing that I've learned in my career is to find balance away from the track and on the track, because the sport tries to burn you out, especially when you start young and you continue on. Like, this is my 8th or 9th season as a professional, and somewhere along the way I felt like, okay, so I'm an athlete, I'm just a track athlete, and it wasn't until I gave myself breaks to do things outside of the sport that I really started to feel more content and just feel more joy in the sport.
Why Millrose Games? You keep coming back.
New York, honestly, I love New York, and there's just something about the way that the fans echo in that stadium that is like draws me back and just makes me feel like I'm at home.
Now talk to me about your style, because I feel like you're one of the stylish athletes that we have seen over the last several years. How do you just express yourself and just being comfortable in your skin, and just how you've been able to just showcase your style as you go to different meets and things like that?
This is the part of the balance that I was talking about. You know, I love fashion, and I love photography, and I love anything that has to do with creativity. And so any moment that I can take what my passion and what I love into my job, which is mostly the track and field, it makes me feel so much better about myself, because I feel like I'm staying true to myself and who other people think I am. And so if I can flash both of the worlds, then, you know, that's just what I want to do. I want to be who I am. I don't want to be what the world wants me to be.
Yes. Is that something that you will consider doing, like, once you're retired from the sport? I know it's not anytime soon, but, like, just looking into the future, because we can't compete in track and field forever, unless you want to go to the Masters. That's fantastic. But is that something that you see yourself doing, like just kind of implementing fashion into maybe more for the other athletes to come, and you just kind of pivoting that way for people?
Most definitely. I know when I'm done with track and field, in the long run, I will pursue a career in fashion, photography, but I really just want athletes to know that, you know, you don't have to change once you get to this level. Like, you don't have to be more than you think you are, you don't have to be less than you think you are, you just really have to come with yourself. And so, if I can get that message across just by being myself, then I would love to see other athletes like Noah Lyles and Yvonne and my friends that do it. I just feel like that's what we need to do, honestly, to grow the sport as well.
Have you and Noah talked about doing something together, like combining something? That would be awesome.
We've talked about it, but unfortunately it's me. I'm the one that's never on the same schedule. Like, we tried to do a couple of things, and he realized how much earlier I get to the track than sprinters do. Jumpers have to get there like way sooner because our events are not the last event. And so, yeah, we're working on little things. Like, I know track and fits is a big part of, you know, what's going on in track and field now. So working with them has honestly been a blessing and something that he put me on to.
I love that. Well, Vashti, congratulations on everything, and we're just wishing you all the best this weekend.
Thank you so much.